I guess I slapped an ambulance driver because I didn't like his mustache. He got a nice Tom Selleck mustache. And then I was crying afterwards, I guess, because I didn't really want to slap him, and I did love his mustache. So I don't know what was going on, man. I don't know.
So did you start playing in high school?
I did start playing in high school, but that was back when I was writing songs for like one of my first songs I remember was Treehouse Slut, and it was just like
the name of it.
Yeah, that was the name of it, Treehouse Slut. It was just to be funny, and I used to make little mixtapes, and I remember on Steph Stone had a little like cassette thing, and I'd just make mixtapes on there, and it was fun,
Yeah.
And I didn't ever plan on like. I did love it, but I didn't know that I'd like end up writing like real songs and like fucking, playing shows and stuff, and it was fun. Yeah, and I had a band, and we did pretty good after I would say we were about 21 or so, and we were doing real good. I don't even think it was our music that was good though. It was just because we were a party, So like, everybody would come to the Ranch Bowl, and oh man, I miss the Ranch Bowl so much.
So you played at the Ranch Bowl?
Oh yeah, I played the Ranch Bowl a lot. We sold the Ranch Bowl out a lot, man. I played with Pomeroy, the Nadas. Like we were going to go on tour with the Nadas, and then that night, I ended up beating on my drummer, and like it was terrible. That's why I don't have a band anymore, because it's just like
you beat up the drummer.
Yeah, I had to beat him up because he was just a douche. I'm doing my sound check, and he was just going. And I'm like, hey, would you stop? And we don't like each other already. We're in a band, and it's like, God, I hate this guy.
When I was in high school, like my high band story, of course. Yeah, because my band. So when I started the band that I'm in right now, Always Tyrants, I did it all of like my close friends, even if they didn't quite play instruments. I'm like, we'll learn this shit along the way, because when I was in high school, you're in a basement with someone writing a song for hours, and at a certain point, you're like, dude, I don't even think I like this guy.
Oh, I hate this guy.
It's like I don't even like this dude.
I like his girlfriend. I'm gonna beat him up and take his girl.
No, that band.
There's a song called that.
I think it was Days of New, that band, like they had that they had a hit in the 90s or whatever, and then I believe they broke up because they just like couldn't stop beating the shit out of each other on tour.
I mean that's I feel like it's normal.
I'm gonna look that up.
Was the fight at the Ranch Bowl?
Yeah, it was at the Ranch Bowl, and it was right before we were playing with the Nadas. Okay, so, and the Nadas had the Nadas asked us, like they said, and this was the year that the Nadas were named Playboy's college band to watch. So
yeah, what was their hit?
I don't remember because I can't either. It's like, time, but I'm trying to remember. What? Tell me. Go on. So maybe it'll spark something in my memory.
I don't know. They weren't the ones that sang the song Popular. Was that, or is that Not a Surf?
That's Not a Surf. That was Not a Surf. Okay, so Nadas were there's just really pretty like guys. I remember like just being there, and I'm just like, God Lord, these guys are like good looking, and like I'm like, so of course they had great songs, and the chicks loved them. So when they asked us to go on tour, it was just like a fucking golden ticket, It's like, oh yeah, and like any of their spill offs we would get, and it would still be like tens, So but I fucked that up. I punched the drummer in the face the night we were supposed to play with them, and then we got kicked out of the show and kicked off the tour, I guess. The tour that never was, So,
at the Ranch Bowl.
Yeah.
What is it about like when you're sound checking, dude? It's like it's so easy to get pissed off during a sound check. It's so easy.
It's just because you gotta have common sense, and it's like I'm trying to play my guitar, and the sound guys are like talking to me, and you're up there hitting your cymbals and shit. It's like I'm gonna punch you in the mouth. Like, you do that one more time, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we did, and I don't regret any of it, man. I had some good times out there. I'll tell you what, we used to play. I mean, there's so many shows people tell me like I loved to drink back in the day, and I haven't drank in like 14 years now, because I was really good at it, and
that's why I quit, man. Right? I was like the best.
Yeah, no kidding. I was like, I love this so much, I'm gonna quit. No, but
because like I could do this forever and not care about anything else.
Nothing. Like, everybody knew me in jail. I'd be like, what'd I do? And they're like, 3rd degree assault. I'm like, come on, is that the worst? They're like, no, that's the easiest one. I'm like, oh, thank God. They'd let me bond out before the trick is okay, if you go into jail, you're really hammered, make sure when you go into the detox room that you make extreme, like the worst noises you can make in the world. Like I remember I sat on my buddy, me, got arrested the same time. We were up at Two Fine Irishmen, and he smoked some guy at the headbutt, killer move. And then guy's teeth are out. The cops finally come get me because I think I was like naked or something, running around crying. And so, because that was awesome.
Yeah.
And so they grabbed me, and then I guess I went outside, and this is just stories I've heard because I don't know, but I know it's true because it's on my record. That I guess I slapped an ambulance driver because I didn't like his mustache. So I slapped him. They smashed
That's something
me.
my wife would do. So that she did. I had a sweet mustache, and then she slapped me. I hate your
You
mustache.
got a nice Tom Selleck mustache. I'm not. And then I was crying afterwards, I guess, because I didn't really want to slap him, and I did love his mustache. So I don't know what was going on, man. I don't know.
Dude, hey, Oscar Wilde, sometimes you have to kill the thing you love.
Right? I know. I'm just jealous of that mustache.
Yeah, it'd be like, I didn't hate it. I just loved it. It was too good.
If I can't have you, nobody can.
It's so thick.
Have you that Pantera song where he's like, I'll kill you for myself or whatever? It's like that.
Fucking Pantera. Yeah, Pantera's good. Tool. Fuck, I like all those.
So-
bands.
so-
What was
anyway-
the name of your band when you were playing in Rio?
It was crazy. It was called Glover. It's
Okay,
like,
all right.
okay.
I think I remember
Dude,
that.
I actually think I've heard. I'm not even
Yeah.
joking. I feel like I heard of that. But
Yeah.
I want to go back to your tip on jail. What were you saying though that you do? So when you're in the
okay.
drunk tank, you make the horrible noises. Yeah, finish
it's
that.
for all those
Yeah.
people that are on the edge of thinking about quitting and just got to go to jail one last time.
Yeah.
It would what would be, but yeah, you go in there and you just start going no, and you scream like that extremely loud because what it does is it's a concrete fucking thing with a metal door, and it makes tons of racket, and like most of the inmates want to kill you, so they're not going to dress you out and send you upstairs to get killed.
Oh,
So they
yeah,
keep
yeah.
you downstairs in the drunk tank.
Wow.
And yeah, it's kind of a good move because my buddy wasn't doing that, and he was
Yeah.
being cool with everybody, and he got dressed out and had to stay up there for like 4
Yeah.
days. I was an asshole, and then when I came to, they let me call my buddy Mark Gorp, and he came and bailed me out.
So have you mostly been?
Nah.
You just gotta keep it going though. And I'm talking like for like a minute, like don't take a breath. And they're like, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna kill you.
So have you mostly just been to jail for drunk stuff or
Yeah.
just purely assault? Because I'm not gonna
No,
lie,
no.
I'm not gonna lie. I recently had to watch a security footage next to a cop, and he's like, "You hit that dude?" And I'm like, I'm not gonna say a whole lot because it could still be under investigation.
Yeah, it's not.
But when you're sitting there watching your actions next to a cop on security, it makes you sharpen your mind real
yeah,
quick
yeah.
and be like, every word I say is either gonna get my ass in jail right now.
Absolutely. I love the cops. I respect the cops. But
Yeah,
like,
for
I'm
sure.
the guy that's not gonna call the cops. Like,
Yeah.
like if some shit's going down, I'm like, all right. The first people might be like, let's call the cops. I'll be like, fuck that. Like, let's handle this shit ourselves.
I just like not drinking anymore and then getting pulled over.
Yeah,
and
man.
not caring. Like
How
I just got
awesome is
pulled
that?
over the other night because I was driving through Prague and they had beer barrel days.
Yeah.
Which obviously the state troopers were out because
Yeah.
it's called beer barrel days. And I do the courteous. I turn off my brights and I have a headlight out. So he flips it and
So do
pulls
I.
me over.
That's
Yeah,
so
and he's
crazy.
like, "Yeah, what do you got?" He's like looking around. What's in the console? I'm like, LaCroix. And I'm like, "What are you looking for, beer?" He's like, "Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
That's
doing."
exactly what I'm
And he
looking
had a
for.
shitty mustache.
And
He had
fentanyl.
like a 16-year-old
Oh.
Mexican mustache.
Gosh,
You would have
man.
never slapped him. Well, you might have slapped
Yeah,
him
I
for just
slapped the
being
shit
pathetic.
out of you. Come here real close. Get the fuck out of here. I got
But I
LaCroix.
felt like it was nice. Like, I don't even drink.
That's
Like,
awesome.
Forget about it.
And now, Austin, tell me.
Because before, like, I mean, I got to a point, I thought everyone behind me was a cop, even semis. I'm like, it's a semi-cop. I'm going to jail. Like, this is it.
Oh, that's good shit. Yeah, and then when you do get pulled over and you're not doing anything bad, you still do the
Yeah, you still
shit, I
got
got
it.
anything on me?
Yeah.
Do I do- it's like that's always just they know you're a pro when you do that.
Yeah.
Gosh. Yeah. I mean, nothing ever good. I can't say anything good ever really came out of drinking. Like they say, like it's like, God damn, I'm so glad I did that when I was drinking. Like nobody really says that stuff. And like,
Yeah.
when I quit, it was tough. It wasn't tough as far as the alcohol because I didn't like alcohol. Like I hated alcohol. The only reason I drank alcohol was so I could like not have anxiety, and then I could go out and then mingle and hang out with ladies and shit like that. So that's
Yeah.
why I started drinking. And then towards the end, which would be I call the end like the last 10 years. I mean that was a complete blackout. And fuck, man. I mean, shit. Like I throw my like where I wake up in the morning. Where's my wallet? Where's my phone? Like, well, you threw your wallet. I'm like, where'd I fucking throw my wallet? Like, well, you just threw it over your head. Like, why'd I do that? And then why didn't nobody grab the motherfucker?
Like you were reenacting the salt scene from Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah,
there was the salt?
Yeah, I would. And I said, well, why did I throw it? And they're like, well, because you didn't have any money. I said, but why didn't you grab it? Because you didn't have any money. And I'm like, oh, you fucking
Yeah, but I have a license,
in it. And other shit in there, right? And they're like, well, you're done buying. You're done buying. All right. Fuck it, I'm done. Yeah, so that's fun.
So what were your influences? What are your musical influences? What you like listen to?
I'll tell you, like me and my dad, when we were growing up, I'm a big whistler. I whistle a lot. People have they're like, hey man, you should do an album and not sing and just whistle. And like, so that's pretty nice. So like I whistle a lot. I don't know where I got the whistling from my father. But as far as musical influences would go, when we were starting out, it was who was big at the time, that was, and I still love him, was like Jack Johnson and stuff, and like
I've been sitting
dude, when you sent me your songs, I was listening to them and I could hear that influence because I was a fan of Jack, but I actually think your voice is better than his.
Really? Yeah. Well, that's fucking really nice of you, Austin. I don't think I have that great of a voice. But
or maybe I just like it better.
Yeah, but that could be, and that's awesome. I think Jack Johnson is pretty awesome. It's cool that you're even saying that about me with him in the same sentence. So I appreciate that. I liked a lot of oldies. Me and my dad listened to oldies growing up, so I know all the oldies, and that plays like an influence on like my songwriting. You know,
did you listen to G Love and the Special Sauce?
I didn't really get into them and I was more in like Sublime and stuff. Like I loved Sublime, and and that's another one that I would take some stuff from, and some of my earlier albums and shit. You can hear like a lot more. Now I feel like I'm starting to write my own shit now, you know, and it's nobody's really, those are all influences that'll always be there, but now it's like I'm just doing my own thing, you know, and I finally think I found my voice, like how I like to sing. It took me 20 years, you know, so it's that's pretty fun.
Dude, I didn't listen to Sublime for a long time because when I was in high school, I was driving with my friend and I rolled down the window and there's a guy wearing a Sublime t-shirt lighting up a cigarette, and I go, "Nice cigarette, bitch." And just like, you know how it is, like you're with your buddies just having fun. Well, like 5 minutes later, we realized like this car's following us. We're like, what the hell? And dude, so we're driving around.
It might have been me.
I think now that I think about it. So we after like a few minutes, my friend completely bitches out and just pulls over. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And this dude like hops out and he runs up to the car and he goes, "Roll your window down," to me. And I go, "Why?" And then he like looks and he realizes like we're all like barely 16. Some of the kids in the car I don't think we're 16. And he goes, "Oh, you guys are pretty young." Well, have a good one. And then he went back to his car and he left.
Because he realized he was going to beat the hell out of some
And it was
kids.
that moment where I realized like my friends did not have my back because they were all like doing that in it. And so anyway, the dude was wearing a Sublime t-shirt, and so every time I saw Sublime I just thought about that guy, and then I finally was like, I gotta give this band a chance and listen to it. And I'm like,
really hope that wasn't me. There's no way that was me. No.
Did you live in Fremont?
No, but
I don't think it was you. This guy was walking out of some apartment. So
dude, when we first moved to California out of high school, we went to Bradley Noel's grave in Huntington Beach, and when we get there, people wrote like graffiti all over it, like tweaking at your grave. And there was this guy and girl there taking bong rips.
Wow.
You know, weed wasn't even legal in California yet,
right?
But huge bong, taking it. And then the dude answers his cell phone and goes, "Yeah, dude, we're just hanging over at Bradley's right now." And I'm like looking over at Zach Leonardo. I'm like, "Bradley's?" I'm like, "This is a fucking corpse, man."
He's dead, bro.
Yeah, and then they dig a little hole and pour some bong water at it and take off. I'm like, these people are weird.
I thought they were going to do the earth pipe there.
Yeah, Bradley really appreciated that. He's like, "Man, stop desecrating my grave."
I bet people definitely do earth pipes there, just like, you know, where you can smoke the weed out of the hole or whatever. They got to.
Man, there's so many new things you can smoke weed out of. It's like
they put it in everything.
I know, and then it just keeps making stuff. Like I'll go over to my buddy's house, and he's a buddy, and I'll just be like, you know, it's like, "What is this?" That's sauce. That's boogers. That's what I'm like. Who the fuck? Like, what is? How much stronger can this shit possibly get?
Oh, dude, I had a friend who He actually did die of an overdose, so rest in peace. It is sad, but like he was an engineer when it came to marijuana. I mean, that dude can make a bong out of anything. Oh yeah, dude.
Man, I'm not below that either. I've made bongs out of some pretty cool things. Yeah.
What is the coolest thing?
He's gonna make one out of this microphone when we're done.
Coolest thing I've made a bong out of. Oh, come on, damn. They're gonna ask the guy that forgets everything because of drugs. Shit, I don't know. Recently I bought this. This wasn't making it, but I thought this was pretty neat. I went into this cigarette shop to get cigarettes, and I walked out of there with a Anywhere Bong, it was called, and what it is it's a silicone thing, which is good for me because I drop shit all the time. And it as long as you got a pop can, you have a bong. So it's so it goes right over any pop can or beer can or whatever you want to have, and then so it's like and I'm not that huge of a pot smoker. I do love mushrooms a lot. Every day. And then so I gave it to my brother, and now he loves it because he drinks beer, and he's just like, this is perfect. I just put it in my beer, bong it, and then I'm drinking still. He's like, it's great. And I'm like, good job. Yeah, I just really helped you out.
Yeah, that's funny.
Good Lord. But no, I don't remember. The funniest thing I ever made a bong out of probably was like I don't know, Austin, maybe a milk bottle. We used to do gravity bongs.
Yeah, dude, that's what I was thinking, fun, man. Dude. Like, cutting the bottle off a 2 liter.
Everybody standing in the bathroom like, hey man, let me get around that milk fucking carton. It's like,
that's what I was saying, man. I miss 1999 weed, everything with the sticks and seeds in it.
Yeah, that's everything, man. And that's what I said. You can't find that shit no more. Like the stuff that you get is that basically it's like you're either like handicapped on the floor, like you can't move, or
you're like at 98%.
Yeah, 98%. They're like, well, what happened if we get 100? I think we just explode. I think you explode if you smoke 100% weed.
So, do you were you into punk at all, or not really? Like Black Flag, Henry Rollins.
No. I never got into any of that stuff, but I appreciate all of it. Like, and I know who they are. But yeah, I mean, I tell you the truth, like I don't listen to much. I got into tattooing, so I started tattooing myself.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm getting I'm gonna tap my brother up. He wants one on his back. He wants his son with a Fu Manchu. I'm just gonna draw a dick on there.
With a Fu Manchu, you gotta put a Fu Manchu on the dick.
Yeah, that's what I've been waiting for. I'm like, people just let me tat them. Like they're like, I'm getting some people that have seen.
Yeah, see, so like, some of your ink is fresh, huh?
Yeah,
it's peeling.
I do this shit every night. Like so, like I just did this. I had to do this crown. What I'm trying to do is cover up the barbed wire that I got, the tribal band, and then I did the stuff from Snatch. I did the cat. Have you ever seen?
Oh yeah, dude, I love Snatch,
Mary
man.
Magdalene. I put the Mary Magdalene over here. Pull my titty out. You guys see that titty? But look at this. Going around the nipple though. Like I was just like, because the line went over the nipple perfectly. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, no. So I started going into the nipple. When you get that areola,
and you're doing yourself.
And I'm doing it myself.
You're tattooing your own nipple.
Dude. Oh God. I was looking at that refrigerator of beer. I'm fuck. Should I start? No.
Why'd you decide to start covering up the tribal? You thought it was lame now? Or?
Yeah, I just thought it was pretty lame. And I remember I got that tattoo with my buddy Amos, and the funniest shit ever. Amos is a really funny dude. Amos is you know Amos Watts.
Yeah,
Amos Watts. So like I remember Amos, and he's always he tells me the story every time because once again I don't remember it, but he's like, yeah, when you got your tattoo, I remember we went to American Tattoo. It was like the shittiest, sleaziest place. Nothing against me. No, it's a great place. But what I'm saying is it was like the place that you went to get shitty tattoo. Yeah. They put on whatever you picked out. So I guess whatever I picked out the barbed wire, and it's not barbed wire, but it's the tribal band. And Amos said my dad said when we walked in, he's like, oh yeah, what'd you do? Would you get your tattoo? And I said, yeah. What'd you get, the barbed wire? And I was like, I don't know what I said, but Amos says like, Dad, sure, like whatever. Like it's like that was like Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, dude, that's the first thing that came to my mind because that was like that movie came out when we were in high school.
Yeah, so like
barbed wire.
I didn't do the barbed wire on my arm, but it's just bad. Whatever. That's funny. What it is. But yeah, I enjoy drawing. I draw a lot. I'm pretty artistic. That's what I like to do.
That's cool, man. My brother-in-law
awesome, man.
owns
I love that.
my brother-in-law owns Villain's Tattoo.
Get out of here.
So yeah, Seth.
Good
Do
Lord.
you know Seth at
No,
all?
I
or-
don't, but I would like to know him. I need to get some needles and some ink, but like you call a tattoo place and they're like, fuck off. And they're like, it's like, well, because
Yeah.
but I get it. They don't want, if you're not licensed, then
Yeah.
they're not going to sell you shit. Like, because it's like, that's their profession. And I get it. Like, I'm a plumber and like, but I don't give a fuck if like somebody wanted some plumbing shit. I'd be like, yeah, take it. Get out of here. As long as I don't have to fucking do it, you know? Like, here, have at it. You
Dude,
know?
I don't have any tattoos, but I was going to get one when I was like 17, 18. My best friend went and got one, and we were at this place where it was like a dude who just had like a bench and a tattoo thing, and while we were there,
Sounds sanitary.
Well, dude, check this out.
This is where you get hepatitis.
Like halfway through, he's busting it out, and his wife comes out with like sex toys, and she's like, "Hey, I'm trying to sell these." So like, she had like she sold like sex toys on the side. So I'm like sitting there, like, man, this thing kind of sucks. And it took this dude like, I don't know, 8-10 hours for something that should not, because he was like, "Hey, bro, I'll hit you up next, $40." He was gonna put on I was gonna have him just do like a red guitar pick that said Ice, because people always call me Matty Ice in high school, and randomly still do to this day. So I was like, yeah, I'll put it like right here. He's gonna do it for like $40. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. And then this tattoo took so long, and I was sitting there and I was getting so pissed off. And he was like, "You still want one?" I'm like, "Fuck, dude, it's 2 a.m. No, dude."
Yeah, but everything's making sense now. So his wife comes out, she's got sex toys. You're having Ice fucking written on your arm, like it's 2 a.m. Like, are you seeing where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I know what's going on here over this guy's house.
So
Ice, I'd love to put ice on your arm, man. Woo! He draws a bubbler. Like, what the fuck?
So we go out of there, and I always thought I was going to get all kinds of tattoos, but I could never afford them. And then nowadays, like, I don't really want one, because I actually think there's so many, like back in the day, man, it used to mean something when you had a tattoo.
Yeah,
and now
sure.
I hear people like, "How can I get a tattoo without it hurting?"
I
And it's like,
know.
dude, you don't get one.
That's part of the process.
Yeah, it's like, don't get one. They're not meant for you. You're not an outlaw.
I Google stuff for tattooing. It's like, how to tattoo. It's like, and then you go through and you flip through and the questions like, where does the tattoo hurt the most? How do I get it without hurting? It's like, hey, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
you know,
dude,
like,
don't get
where
one.
does
man.
it
You know what
hurt
I
the
mean?
least?
People
I don't
actually
know.
ask that shit though. Like, fuck.
I've got a decent amount of tattoos. I think they feel the same everywhere.
They do, and well, the neck hurt, and the neck was like, but this guy was rubbing it with like fucking sandpaper, and like it turned out really good. But I was just like, 2 hours was my threshold, because I was ready to tap, and like it was going on hour 2, and I was just like, every time I wipe it, I'd be like, fuck, put some Vaseline on that shit or something and rub it. You know, he was just like, and then right when I was about to be like, okay, man, I got to come back, he was just like, we're done. I'm like, fuck yeah, we are. It was nothing, but it hurt like a son of a bitch.
Dude,
like,
my friend Zach.
That seems like it would
Yeah,
hurt.
it did.
My buddy Zach will probably listen to this. He had "fuck you" tattooed on the inside of his lip.
Yeah, and I see that.
it started to. I mean, dude, he's got so many tattoos. He had like the Cottonmouth Kings tattooed on his stomach.
yeah,
He's like,
man.
I kind of regret that one.
He's like KK with the crown. So I love Cottonmouth Kings.
I'm Hunt Dunks with the 12 gauge.
How many?
So when I'm on the stage, it's like get real, Blaze. Yeah. So, but that faded away on the inside of his lip after like 10 years or whatever. So I'm like, I would get my wife's name tattooed on the inside of my lip. I think that'd be cool. But like, I don't know. Like, I don't really, because my brother-in-law owning the tattoo shop and stuff, like I get whenever I want.
Good
but
Lord, yeah,
I just don't. It's
You don't
just
have any tattoos?
no, and
that's
I
so
feel like
original.
one time Ozzy Osbourne was like, "Oh, nowadays if you want to be different, don't get a tattoo,"
I would
because
say
everybody's got them. So a part of me is like, I actually will look different. Like if my band plays on stage and if I'm shirtless or whatever, I'll look different than everybody because I'll be just a dude with a hairy ass chest,
Shirtless and
like,
pantless.
look at how hairy this shit is,
That
dude.
is beautiful. That's a beautiful chest. That's a manly chest.
Yeah.
God damn.
I don't need tattoos on.
I've seen a lot of nipples.
Motherfucker. Yeah, there's a lot of nipples going on in here. A lot of dudes. What the hell's up?
How many times did you see Cottonmouth Kings?
A lot, Austin.
Yeah, me too, man.
It was just
Me
like,
too.
it's like, I mean, you
Like every week.
Yeah, you had to like say like,
tangerine
and then
sky.
there was like, yeah, there was like, there was always those bands that were played every week. It was like fucking Blue October, fucking Cottonmouth Kings, Pomeroy, and Grasshopper Takeover, and it was just like, what the fuck, man?
That dude's lives around here,
dude,
doesn't he?
I love
the dude from
Grasshopper. I love
Yeah, he lives
Grasshopper.
around
Grasshopper Takeover is awesome. and
With Forever Young.
yeah,
But he lives around here though. I think.
yeah,
that
he
guy.
does. He does. He lives around here somewhere. somewhere. God, I'm drawing blanks on
Damn,
names.
we should get that guy on the
Yeah,
show.
he's awesome. And Kurt Grubb, and Kurt Grubb is his name, I think. Yeah, and he's a great guy, and he gave us a lot of opportunities in music. So I want to give a shout out to him because he doesn't probably know who I am anymore. But yeah, he was always letting us open up for his band and stuff, and that's when they were, you know, it was good stuff. It was fun.
Yeah,
and you know, looking back on it, who knows? I partied really hard, and I kind of like I needed to. The band just needed to end, and I needed to stop playing guitar for like 5 years. Is what it was. Is like I just was getting burnt out really quickly because I'm just a local band in Omaha, but I had like a manager shit. Like people were like they wanted you to go big, and I'm just like, fuck, I don't even know if I want to go big. Like I'm cool with like just playing in Omaha, you know.
Like yeah.
And then if I did go big, I mean, fuck, I might be dead right now, you know. And then I wouldn't have my daughter. It's like so, you know, shit happens for a reason, and that's all. There is to it. But yeah, anybody I've ever played with has always liked my music, and then we've decided to jam, and that's always been fun, and I like that. And we record an album, and then you just go about your own way, and then you have that recorded for life, you know. And then
exactly.
Does their own
so
thing.
You have another album that you're putting out now.
I was telling him I've written so many songs, man, in my life, and I forgot probably a good 3/4 of them, and that's the thing. It's like so, but the good thing is that I write a new song like every day. Like I'm always writing new songs.
Yeah, because you're like at work and you get like a lyric in your head, and
it's just always doing it. And I guess that's my talent. And I don't. Like I said, I'm a good songwriter. I didn't think I was ever a good singer, but I do think I'm a really good songwriter. And yeah, that's my talent. That's my thing. I think to write songs.
To be a good singer or whatever it's really just being able to put the right music around the right person and then having the right lyrics, you know what I mean? Like people always say like, well, you know, Bob Dylan sucks. So it's like, well, yeah, but he was also a great lyricist. So it's like you just got to put Bob
Dylan sucks.
Yeah, well, I mean, what
you can't. It's
let me
impossible.
let me rephrase that. And I don't say that, but what some people will say is that his voice sucks. But it's but he's a great lyricist. Put the right music around him. And
but then his voice is very distinctive too.
And I'm on the pavement thinking about the government.
Absolutely.
I always think like with comedy or anything, it's like not what you say, but how you say it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's totally what you sound like.
I always just remind myself of that.
That's truly true, and that's true in life. It's not what you say; it's how you say it, and that's got me in a lot of trouble sometimes. But I'll tell you what, like. I was gonna say something and I forgot it. God damn it! I hate when that happens.
I'll tell you. You reminded me when you were saying that if you went on tour, you'd probably be dead or whatever.
Yeah.
I worked at a restaurant in high school, and what I always joke about with that is like all these celebrities that are dying of fentanyl and pills and shit. Yeah. It's like, man, those guys clearly never worked in a restaurant with like old school tweakers, because all the old school tweakers that I work with would be like, dude, I'll smoke some meth right now out of a garbage can, but like pills scare me. And if you're thinking like, damn, this dude's been doing meth since he's 13. If he's freaked out by pills, that means I should probably stay away from that, right? It's like we could really avoid a lot of stuff if you just talk to some old school tweakers. They'll set you straight.
Some old school dishwasher tweakers.
Yeah. I just got. Oh yeah, those are the best tweakers. Yeah. God, I love the dishwasher tweakers. The fucking. I just talked with Andy actually today, and he's working down at the airport. And he told me that he watched some guy get just bum rushed by feds today. Like I guess the guy got off the plane, went and grabbed his bag, and as soon as he grabbed his bag, they just fucking just smoked him, dude. Like tackled him hard everywhere. They were coming, and I guess he had like just a backpack full, like a big backpack full of fentanyl. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, that shit scares the shit out of me too. And I liked drugs, I liked to party a lot.
Yeah.
And now that I have a daughter, I remember when I first went to a party and so somebody was like, here, snort this. I'm like, what is it? And they're like, cocaine. I'm like, fuck yeah, I snorted that shit. And I was like, woo, I'm fucking Superman for the next 20 years.
Would you drink, could you drink more when you were on the coke too? Is that why you liked it?
No, that's what going back to, I didn't really like drinking. So what I would do is like, I'd start drinking and then I was just like, you'd get that itch. You're like, oh fuck man, let's go get some shit. So we do that. And then it'd be like, I would be done drinking just completely. I mean, we'd snort so much that I had to start smoking the shit because my nostrils were closed, and that was every fucking like week, every day. I was gonna, I don't want to sound like a total junkie, but it was every day.
No, I was never good at drinking, dude. I remember when I first started drinking and I was going pretty hard, and then I watched a documentary about Jim Morrison, and I was like, I feel like I'm going down this path.
Yeah,
and it was like,
see, dude, yeah, that's what you said. Like he read The Dirt. And then Nikki Sixx's Heroin Diaries, and was like, oh, I should stay away from drugs.
Yeah.
But I read all of Jim Morrison's books, and I was like, I need to drink more.
Don't get me wrong.
That's two different perceptions.
That's me and you. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We know what's up.
I need to buy some leather pants, some sweet leather boots, and then I need to tie one off tonight.
That's
just
what's
drink
up.
One. Yeah. No, there was some activity.
Penny's, I'm like, do you have snake skin Jim Morrison boots in a size 11?
Oh shit, man. Yeah, fuck all the good times.
There was some activity in the dirt, don't get me wrong, that I was like, I like a piece of that. But when I was reading the Heroin Diaries, I was really like, okay, this is completely counterproductive, because I'm like, oh, you either die or go to jail when you do drug.
There's
and
only
that's
2 ways out.
Yeah. You don't really I don't know if I really buy the people always say, oh, if you do drugs it makes your art better, but I don't quite know if I really believe that.
Now that for me was a hard one, because I have ADHD really bad, and stimulants, they make me feel like kind of like normal, I guess. So like me snorting a bunch of coke, like I was just like, all right, let's, and then of course I got gacked out all the time, but like I felt like when I would just get my first couple of lines in or whatever, like I would just be like, I'm on it. Like I'm solely here, and like, let's do this. Like, I mean, I've been pulled over by the cops many times, real fucked up, and like I wasn't drinking, so they couldn't smell nothing, and I just. I was high-fiving them at them. Hey, officer, thank you so much. You have a great night. I got like a fucking eighth of fucking mushrooms in my pocket. That was like half ounce of mushrooms, like fucking cocaine.
You're like, let me get a high five. Yeah. You're like, let me get a high five from your goblin next to you too. They're like, wait, what?
They're apologizing to me. They're like, wait, but you
slapping fives.
Officer, will you high five my friend over here in the seat over here? He's like, what the fuck? He's like, who's the?
Hey, high five the goblin too.
Yeah, high five my goblin. Oh, but DMT recently. I'm into.
Oh, you did do DMT?
Oh yeah, I did it, and it was it's awesome, and I'll do it again. It's not something I'm gonna do every day, but like what I'd started. I'm a big advocate of mushrooms, because I had bad depression. I was severely depressed, and I don't wish that shit on nobody, because like, and as an artist, I feel like sometimes we have depression, and it's like I don't know why. Like that's the part of that. The makeup of our brain, because we're like creative or whatever it is, but because
the entire world is driven by money.
Yeah,
and
it is.
Artists, like, we have to make money, but we really don't care about it.
I hate money.
Yeah, same here, dude. I hate it so much, and so I think that we get depressed, because then that's what everyone around us is just like. Get the money, like all these Warren Buffett motherfuckers, and we're like, dude, can we just chill out and you gotta maybe just paint some stuff?
You gotta have money.
See some goblins.
Exactly, goblins. That's what I'm talking about, and that's the route I went. I mean, I actually live up in Mobile, Iowa. Like I met a girl. She was from Sioux City, and then she tricked me. Then 10 years later, I'm out in Mobile, Iowa. But I work here. I just took a job here, so when I'm here, I stay at my parents and my brother's house, and we I just work and just. Tattoo shit, and then
tattooing the dog.
Keep this going. Don't lose it. What was the point? Fuck, I'm losing it again. What was the point?
No, you were saying
we were talking about money. Hating money.
Oh yeah, money. So money. Yeah, money's I don't like money. I mean, I remember when I got out of I was 24. I built a house out in Bellbrook, and that was when that was like the new up and coming neighborhood. It had like a clubhouse with a pool in it. I'm sitting there. I got a $2,100 mortgage at like age of 24.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm doing large amounts of cocaine, just miserable. Like, and like I look around. There's all these families, and then. That was a point in my life where I was like, the house was really cool and it was nice, but I mean, I really I didn't go in any of the rooms. Because me and my fiance at the time, we broke up. Good riddance. We had no, God bless her heart of gold. I got a lot of songs about her.
Nice.
But I didn't. I stayed in the living room and the kitchen. That's the only places I went. And the bathroom. Sometimes I just pee in like a Pepsi bottle or something. I don't know, fuck it, but
that's
like
living.
Right, that's living. But like, but you walk out.
You're just peeing in a Pepsi bottle, staring at the blinds at families.
Yeah, like, this is awkward. No, like, but then that's like, then Tuesday. I mean, because my runs would go. It's like Monday. There ain't shit. There's nothing that rhymes with beer on Monday. So Monday was like a day. All right, I'll go to work Monday. And then Tuesday's like, well, it's Tipsy Tuesday. All right, let's start.
Dude. Yeah,
so then it went from Tuesday till fucking or like maybe like Saturday. I'd have to like stop because I was like dying.
Yeah.
And then it would take me like 3 days of fucking recovery from my hangovers at there. And I was just like, it was miserable.
On the third day, you rise again.
Well, I was again, man. And I was back at it and then just a champion until fucking that Saturday. So, it was just an endless cycle that never did me any good. So, so then the point of that was, I was trying to sit there one day. I remember after my fiance left me because she's like, you're a great guy, but I want to party all the time too hard. And I'm just like, yeah, it's fucking true. It's like, that's terrible. And then I continued to do it for another 10 years. But I knew sitting in that house on those stairs with like this giant fucking, I had like beautiful shit. And I was just like, I'm like, I'm not happy. This is not what I want. Like, I don't know what I want. So like, I had to go out and keep finding it. And then like, somehow I met the girl from Sioux City, and then she had a daughter. I started raising and I got them tattooed on I got Lexi and Lizzie over here. Like Lizzie's my daughter, biological, and she had Lexi, and I fell in love with Lexi because I was always the guy that's like, I'm like, I don't want kids. I'm like, fuck, it ain't my kid, but then all of a sudden when I was like 34, 35, I was like, fuck, I kind of want a kid. I'm old as fuck. I got old balls. I'm like, this is great. So we tried and we had Lizzie, man. And like, that was the best thing ever. And then, and I teach Lizzie, like, nothing is more important to me than time now.
Yeah.
Like when I've lost some jobs because of it. Like, and the good thing is I'm a plumber, so I can fucking, I can make money when I need to.
Wherever you go.
Yeah, right. But yeah, companies are like, I'm like, hey man, I got my daughters Mondays and Tuesdays, and I'm not gonna be to work on those days because I'm like gonna take her to school, and then I'm gonna fucking pick her up. I don't want any bullshit where I'm like, today I got to call somebody else to go get her. Like, no, it's like Mondays, Tuesdays, I can't work. Sorry. So the companies don't like that too much, but so it is what it is. And so I sacrificed a lot of money for that. But then money once again doesn't make me happy. You got to have it to live. But we moved out to Mobile, and I moved into a tiny home. It's the tiny home. It's a garage that was my next door neighbor, Casey, who I rent from right now because we want to buy a house, but interest rates so fucked up. But whatever. It's a tiny home, and it taught me a lot. It got me to get rid of a lot of fucking shit, man. And I don't and my daughters, we got whatever we need, you know what I mean? And but we're just together all the time, man. And it's like, because I'm building tree forts, I'm the dad, I'm the fucking man. When I'm with my daughter, because I still beat myself up for that shit because it's like I want to be with her every day, but I couldn't make shit work, so it's like whatever. But
I get it, man.
So she gets all my attention, and that's all that's important to me anymore is money. Fuck money.
That's good. So you were in this big house and you're having this realization about that. It just reminds me of like Vanilla Ice had on one of his where he VH1 or whatever. I don't know what it was, but he's talking about how he had this moment where he's out at his lake. He's got this big ass house and all these people are jet skiing and doing all this stuff, and he looks around and he's like, wait a second, I'm the one paying for all this. And then he was like, I don't even know this. And he's like, and he's like, I don't even really think these people like me.
So he tried to kill himself.
Yeah, and then like that's what it like hit him or whatever. But sometimes it's like you get to that point where you got like the nice house and stuff, and then you just feel empty inside.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why part of this with like this podcast, man, is it's like, I think we believe everyone was meant to create. We want people to start their art. And I think a lot of people, they don't use the creativity is an outlet. I don't think people use it enough, and so then therefore they get so wrapped up in their own head. So it's like it's nice when you can sit down, dude, and just where you can write a song and you can talk about like you're so mad at someone you want to kill them, so you write a song about it. You know what I mean? You're mad at yourself and you want to kill yourself. You write a song about it. You're so in love with someone but you're afraid to tell them, so you write a song about it. You know what I mean? It's just
it's therapy. It's what I do. It's like I write music, and I'm like, I told all my exes, and I've had quite a few of them. I'm like, if you would have actually listened to my fucking music, you might have known what was going on in my life, but like you just were like, I don't like it, and I'm like, it was like you didn't want me playing shows or some shit. Like it's like, fuck off. It's like, I love
this
it.
is maybe a goofy band, but Maroon 5 has a lyric where he's like, it's not what I didn't feel, it's what I didn't show. And it's like same thing there. It's just like man. I've had that before where it's like, well, if you just listen to like the lyric, you know what I want to tell you, but I don't know how to put it in words, but I can put it in a song for you.
Yeah, I actually have a song, and one of the lines is like, "I'm thinking about sleeping with another girl, and you should know that, but you don't, because you don't listen to my shit."
Do you have? You want to play that song for us?
No, I'll play. I will play some. That was just a joke.
No,
but
I think we got.
Dude, that'd be a great part if you could fit that in a song.
I'm gonna sleep with this girl tonight. That's why I'm gonna try and break up with you this weekend.
Chris, we'll definitely have you back on, but we're gonna have you close us out with the song now.
Yeah,
they're gonna come back and shut this studio down.
And I want to thank you guys so much, because you guys are studs and doing big things. So like, I really appreciate having me on here. And yeah, what song am I gonna fucking sing? All right, I'll sing one. All right, yeah. I've been in love. Okay, yeah. God, yeah, I'm so proud of you guys, man. Really cool stuff.
Thank you.
When I saw it, I was like, I'm definitely already a fan of this. So, am I supposed to just start playing?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
You can even you could do the unplugged MTV style. Let us know what it's about or whatever you want, man.
This one's about well, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's about me being in love a few times, and then it just it goes from there. So cool. It's called I've been in love a time or two. All my songs are just like, what's the name of that song? I'm like, I don't know, what's the first words? I've been in love a time or two. That's the name of the song. All right, good. All right, so we could hear it. I've been in love a time or two. None of those girls could hold the match to you. And I drink, yeah, that's true. And you don't, and that's cool. Sometimes I'm a fucking tool, but I still get you in the mood. So baby, want your back rubbed? You want your hair tucked? You wanna shake me down and get all of this love. You wanna refrain from going insane. You gotta bite the bullet and jump in the game. And when it gets tough, cause it's gonna get rough, you say you'll go all the way, but stop short of snuff, and that's cool. Yeah, that's fine. You're not one of us, but you're one of a kind, and that's cool. Yeah, that's fine. You're not one of us, but you're one of a kind. But baby, sometimes I want my dick sucked. I'll take some good luck. Maybe instead of talking all night, we could just fucking, if it's alright. I'll beat it up all night, and in the morning we can just high five and say goodbye. I'll see you later, alligator. I'm always rolling, but I'm not a skater. She said she's leaving, well I ain't gonna chase her. This ain't no buffet and I don't fucking cater. She sits around and talks about her life, where she wants to go, what she wants to do, where she wants to be in like 20 years. Baby, I don't care, just as long as you and me aren't there. So now you can talk, I don't care what you say. It goes in one ear, out the other anyway. You can talk, I don't care what you say. It goes in one ear, out the other anyway. And now I got 99 problems, but that bitch ain't one. You got beef with me, well go fuck yourself. But I got a left boot for to where the sun don't shine. The survey says you fucking lost your mind. You got a bad attitude, you need to learn to relax. You keep on talking that shit, and you are gonna get axed. You stay stupid questions, you get stupid answers. You can come get the smoke, and I will beat you like cancer. So just back the fuck up before you get smacked the fuck up. And just shut your mouth and jump into the trunk. And when you say your prayers and don't have regrets, in a minute or two you're gonna run out of breath. And I'm a beast.
Yeah.
I've been in love a time or two. I reached the gamut of it all.
Dude, I love the whistling.
Thank you. Yeah, the whistling's but shit. That's like, I like the whistles.
I think we got time for one more.
Really?
Do you want to do one more? Yeah, I want to hear one more.
Yeah.
Let's do some. I'll do some on. All right, this is a newer one. Here we go from the top. You got the pussy, make a motherfucker drop to his knees. Give it 10, maybe 20, whatever you like. I give it to you, honey. You got the loving that just don't quit. You rise above the bullshit and chasing the dragon with you. And all I need is one more hit, and I'm cool. So I don't know what you're gonna do, but I know I'm gonna try to get with you. Cause my mama didn't raise no fool, and I'm not afraid to go back to school. And I'm the lover that just don't stop until I get to the top. And right now I wanna see those panties drop, wop. I'ma give it to you, but no trivia. I'm like cocaine straight from Bolivia. I'ma give it to you with no trivia. I'm like cocaine straight from Bolivia. I'ma give it to you with no trivia. Like cocaine straight from Bolivia. I'ma give it to you, no trivia. Listen up, ladies. Baby, I'm not the guy that you bring home to mom. I'm kinda like an avalanche mixed with an atom bomb. There's never a dumb minute with me in it. Don't forget it, I don't pull all of this pussy to let someone else hit it. Instigator, player, hater, hope to God I see you later. Only time I'm going down is in an elevator. But don't you just save it for later. You ain't nothing but a fucking hater, skater, later. Dear Daddy, I write you in spite of years of silence. We cleaned up, found Jesus. Things are good, or so I hear. This bottle of Stevens awakens ancient feelings. Like father, stepfather, this song's drowning in the wind. And I said, oh, 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 oh. Say it ain't so. Oh, 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 oh. Say it ain't so. Oh, no, no, no. Say it ain't. Yeah.
Dude, I love that.
Thank you.
The Weezer mixing,
Weezer,
man.
right,
Yeah,
right. Damn
that was like the first album I got. I remember
it was
getting
such
is
a
the
good
Blue
album.
album and then a Weird Al album.
Yeah,
of course.
my brother had the fucking those albums, and then what was that one? Like they had, God, they're so huge, but yeah, great album, man.
Do you have like any kind of social media where you post like your music or anything?
Yeah, I'm Facebook. Like if you're gonna find some of my shit, it'll be on Facebook. But right now, I do have a couple buddies that are they want a video, like make videos of me playing, and yeah, so I'm in the works getting something going.
All right. Well, do you want to go ahead and close? Like say his name, and then we'll have him.
Chris Glover. Awesome having you on, man. I'm glad that you reached out, and you're welcome. We'll have you on again for sure.
I would love that, guys.
For real, we will. Where can people find you then?
Like I said, right now I don't have much out there, but Facebook, like I do a lot of open mics right now. I can play shows, but once again, I'm like not out there really actively searching for shows. I get calls every once in a while, places to play, so I do that. But I'm gonna start pushing it kind of harder here, and I'm gonna like I said, it's like you guys are kind of inspirations too. I see you guys going hard, and it's like. I don't, like I said, I don't want to be famous. I just want to be heard, and that's all I want. I just want people to hear my shit.
And that's what we want to do is inspire people to start the art, keep going with it, man, and not stop. So
yeah, there's so much talent out there.
Yeah, we'll post your stuff out there. I've got a little bit of I post my music on all the platforms. So if you ever need help with that too, I can tell you what I do. So
all right,
cool.
awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man.